She's going to be joining me shortly. What a song! Absolutely amazing. Her voice, so passionate. That's my very special guest tonight on the soul stage, Londiwe Gumede. She's a South African artist, singer, songwriter, composer, arranger, producer. She was born in Mandeni in the north of KwaZulu-Natal. From an early age, Londiwe sets herself apart from her peers by taking music seriously and treating it as a calling. She performed at various community events in Mandeni and surrounding areas, steadily honing her craft and developing her distinct voice. Londiwe found her solace and identity in music. She decided and dedicated herself to nurture her gift and transforming it into a lifelong pursuit. Her journey later led her to study popular music and performance studies at Central Johannesburg College, deepening both her technical skill and creative expression. Today, Londiwe's artistry continues to evolve. Her music carries the warmth of soul, the rhythm of jazz, and the honesty of lived experience. Rooted in reflection, yet reaching for freedom, her sound blends heartfelt lyricism with international production, offering listeners both comfort and courage. She's my guest tonight. Londiwe, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Not bad. I love the song. I know that was your debut song, and actually, it's my first time listening to it, and I love it.
Thank you.
I thought I'd be honest. An amazing song. You're my very special guest tonight. We're going to be talking about your music, your journey, and of course, your new release, which is going to be happening on the 7th of August. It's a new single called Letoguhle. It's coming out on the 7th
Yes.
of August. Yes. What does the title mean to you, and how was the song born?
Okay, so Letoguhle is a reminder that sometimes the greatest gift someone can give you is not always something they can buy for you, but just the light they bring in your life by just being themselves.
You're such a lover. Ama 2K, they don't believe in that at all. If you want to
Yeah.
show them love, you got to buy them something. So it's a love letter, right, to people who, come and come into your life in order to edify and not
That's
to
correct.
spend. All right. Who
Yeah.
inspired the song? Is it perhaps something that happened to you?
Letoguhle is actually inspired by the idea of love, just the idea of an existence of love that can bring the best parts of you, or like someone who can walk in your life and suddenly you feel lighter.
Mm. Is
So,
this from personal
yeah, the song,
experience?
no.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay. Yeah, beautiful song. So love is not always loud. It can be calm. It can be comforting. It can be very, very personal. Did you write the song?
yes, I did.
Okay. Who produced the single for you?
So the coming single, I co-produced it with Maxwell Baloyi, and I had Usianzi Mande mix and do the mastering of the song.
Okay. Is this part of an EP for 2026? How long have you guys been in the studio?
Let's talk. Okay, so the funny thing is, Letoguhle is actually older than all of my songs.
Mm.
Letoguhle was actually written during lockdown while we were facing uncertainties during pandemic, and then the other song came this year.
Mm.
I'm
Why
only
did it take you
releasing.
so long to release it?
I feel like songs and music have a way of feeling right when it's time for them to be shared. And
Mm.
so with Letoguhle, I find it after having released a story about friendship, love, and family, I feel like now it's time for Letoguhle.
How is Letogle different from Asoze?
Okay, so Letoguhle still explores the idea of leading with love always,
Mm.
but Asoze was specifically written from appreciating friendship. people who had seen me through different stages of my life. So it was based on a real friendship, lived experiences.
Yeah. I love your music. We're going to take a quick break and continue this conversation. And yes, my very special guest tonight, releasing her new single on the 7th of August. Stay right here on your number one radio station, Channel Africa. We'll be right back. It's Tich Mataz, Monday night it is. Very special guest tonight, releasing her brand new project on the 7th of August. And she's my guest on the Soul Stage. Londiwe, welcome back. We'd listen to your debut song. We're talking about your latest project to date. Your music blends jazz and lived experience. What elements of that can listeners expect in your new project?
Okay, so how we went about producing the song, the instrumental of it was actually played live, and
Mm,
the it was played live, and how I approached the melodies and the harmonies blends the influences of jazz, but I wanted it to be light and groovy
mm.
and
Okay,
be a breathable light song.
so it's a production full of live music being played. No AI.
No, no AI.
You know, AI is such a big thing these days. You say that music is how you communicate with the world and translate emotion into sound. What were you processing or learning in life that made it into Letogotle?
Okay, so as I said, Letobuhle was written during COVID. For the first time, I was forced to settle down and actually hear myself and not be occupied by a lot of things. And so I learned to appreciate the relationships I have, be it with family, friends, just appreciating the things that we cannot buy with money.
Hmm.
And Letso Buhle came from just the essence of appreciating the gist of love.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. And you were saying there's a little bit of a difference with Asoza, which was about gratitude and friendship. These are important themes. And do you think that people still appreciate, easy, ordinary love these days? Can they
Not
connect with this
necessarily,
kind
but
of music?
I feel like it's people need to be reminded of these themes of what really makes us human. It's our core, the simple
Mm,
things that makes us feel alive and connect
mm,
with each other. So I think it's important to have those little reminders.
okay. I know that you started popular music and performance at Central Johannesburg College. How did that training help you in composing and arranging, as well as producing Letogo?
Okay, so studying music helped me develop my technical skills, and bringing it to now making my own music, it helped a lot because I had an understanding of how the music works, um, how I need to structure my melodies, what kind of instrumentals can translate the story the song carries.
Yeah. So, what are you most prolific at? Singing, writing, producing? What do you enjoy the most?
Singing and writing.
Would you ever write for somebody else?
Yes, yes.
Who are you writing for
Um,
at the moment? Anybody?
yes, I'm currently co-writing for Sego's project.
Mm, okay. I know you've done some work with Seiko before, so you're going to be working on their project now?
Yes, I have my latest single, I featured her on it, and now
Mm.
she's working on her own project, and I'm co-writing for that project.
So you grew up performing at community events back home in KwaZulu Natal. How does home and where you come from influence the stories you tell in your music?
Okay, growing up in KZN shaped how I see people, and the way I tell stories. Because where I come from, there's still like a very big culture of community. You grow up knowing that people matter, that you have to look out for one another, and that love is something you show through care, presence, and even kindness. And so I think that's why love is such a recurring theme in my music.
Yeah. Your artist statement talks about music rooted in freedom, presence, intention, and of course, love. How did you bring those values into the studio for this release?
Freedom, presence, and intention are like the heart of how I create. With Letoguhle, I wasn't trying to follow trends. I did not even add anything new to the song once I decided to release it. Um,
Mm.
I just wanted every decision to be clear from how I arranged my vocals. I didn't want it to be more performative. I wanted to make something that served the emotion of the song and something that feels warm and genuine.
When can we expect to see you live performing your latest single after the 7th of August? Are you going to be going on tour?
There's no confirmed date for a tour yet, but we are working on live performances for September.
Okay. What do you hope people will feel or take away from the release of a new single on the 7th?
I hope people can be hopeful again for the simplest things, the simplest joys of love, and not only limit love to grand gestures, just the simplest form of having someone who sees you and having someone who witnesses your life. I
Mm.
hope that's what they take away from this song.
Are you going to be working on a video? What else are you working on besides the release of Letohuhle on the 7th?
Yes, I have started shooting some visuals with Edin's Creation Studios. I'm excited to share that part of the story too.
Mm. Okay. For listeners discovering you through Letohuhle in August, how would you describe Londiwe as an artist in one or two sentences?
I'm an artist who creates music and tell honest stories. I embrace openness, and I'd like to remind people that love and hope and even healing is always worth holding on to.
Mm. You sound like a really romantic. So, do you believe in love, kisses, chocolates? You know?
I believe in love as a in a sense of being, like not limiting it to romantic love. I believe in generally leading with love.
Mm. That's strong. Thank you so much for having joined us. I can't wait to play your new music as soon as it's time for it to go out in to the ears of the world. Let me know, and we'll get to make sure we play it right here on Channel Africa.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Londiwe Gumede. She's incredibly gifted, working on a brand new single to be released on the 7th of August. Check it out. Don't miss out. This is Channel Africa.